Hello fellow old schoolers and welcome to some more old school matches here. Today we have a matchup between Disco Trolls and a perhaps a bit weird brew of mine, the Demon Engine, which is a sort of a sacrifice deck. This is the most recent deck picture of it, though those copy artifacts I've traded them away and I've just have more artifact creatures in it, like one more Triskelion, one more Sushi, etc. and one more Carrion Ant. I don't have a deck picture of the Disco Trolls here, but it's on the left and it uses discs and trolls and rook eggs to in combination to win the game. And I think the Demon Engine won the roll off here. Ooh, turn 1 library from Disco Trolls. That's a good start from him. Now he needs another draw before I can use it. Factory into a Mux Jet. That's not a bad start either from Demon Engine. But he needs an answer to that library as soon as possible. Now drawing with the library here. Playing a Swamp, no Muxen from Disco Trolls, but he can ride that library straight to victory. We need an answer pretty fast or it's game. Chaos Orb coming down. Okay, yeah, immediately Chaos Orbing the library. Is it a hit or not? Okay, bounces a bit here, but getting rid of the library. That's a pretty damn crucial play right there. Okay, defending factory coming down. And a tutor. Okay, so let's just cut a bit forward while he shuffles through his deck here. 4 mana here as a Sushi. First aggression coming out of the Demon Engine. Now I can sacrifice those Sushis for additional mana if I want to. Okay, yeah. Mox and an Ancestral Recall. Getting all the good cards. He likely tutored for that Ancestral Recall or the mana for it. Okay, getting out a Sol Ring and a Disc. Though, if he activates the Disc, he loses a lot of that artifact mana as well. But I suppose he will. We can get a 1 punch in here. 6 points of damage while he's tapped out. Now the Disc is online. I don't think the Demon Engine have any artifact removal at all, actually. Ooh, second factory coming down here, so he can actually... Oh, I thought he would use it, but never mind. Sonic blasting the Sushi here. Just keeping that Disc back just to gain control of the game. Now, as the Demon Engine can't remove that Disc, it will be clicked whenever he feels like he's getting behind. Animating the robot here. Undead robots. 3/4 creatures. Oh, it can hold those factories at bay from the Disco Troll player. Fireballing it. Okay, just keeps on getting destroyed, that Sushi. Now he can attack with the factory and trade, but chooses not to here. I think that would have been a fine play though, but he might have other ideas. Ooh, Carrion Ants coming out here. Yeah, it's a 0/1 creature, but for each colorless mana you pump into it, it gets +1/+1. So whenever a Sushi is destroyed, you can actually become a +8/+8 from that or +4/+4 from that Sushi, I mean. Okay, now attacking with the factory. Yeah, the Demon Engine can't activate its own factory, and the ants are far too few in number at this point to block the factory. Now here comes the ants. Chittering over here in an army, or it's just 1 ant at this point for 0 point of damage, but there can be a lot of ants here. Now +3/+3, now forcing the activation of the Disc, getting rid of the Carrion Ants, unfortunately. Second main phase, Sol Ring coming down. At least the Disc is gone here. Icy Manipulator. Though again, the Demon Engine is out of mana, so can't really use the IC so far. So I suppose the Disco Troll can attack with a couple of factories and keep the final one back just as a blocker. Okay, Troll coming down here. Attacking and then pumping the factory twice for... that's 5 points of damage right there. And now the Troll will hold everything back. It is a 3/3, and it can regenerate with black mana. But I suppose we can tap it with the Icy. Oh, Triskelion coming down. Okay. passing the turn. It's a 4/4 creature that can shoot for counters, and it gets -1/-1 for each shot it does. So in the end, it'll become a 1/1 factory, 1/1 artifact creature when it's shot all its guns. Bit of a standstill here. Another factory coming out of the Demon Engine. Tapping 4 mana. Royal Assassin. Yeah, it can work wonders with that Icy Manipulator, as it can tap to destroy a tapped creature, but it's only a destruction, so the troll will be able to regenerate. It's not a bury effect from that Royal Assassin, but I suppose it can assassinate a factory worker if it attacks. Okay, at his end step, the Icy Manipulator taps that troll right there. Wow, this is a big one. Brain Geyser here. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards here. That's pretty huge. Demon Engine just pulling ahead of the Disco Trolls here, now strip mining one of the factories. It does mean that it can't use... okay, it can. It can use... I see that Mox there. So that's a huge play by the Demon Engine. It might prove deciding here. Getting that many cards ahead can usually spell doom for the other guy, unless he draws into something here. Like a Mind Twist or something. Or draw 7. Ooh, okay. That's that Yawgmoth Demon. It is a 6/6 flying first strike demon. Can fly straight over that troll, actually. Even if it couldn't, the Demon Engine could still tap it. There's a disc. Okay, so we only have a okay, mana draining the disc is pretty crucial. Otherwise, there'll be a lot of lost cards from the Demon Engine here. Now, the Yawgmoth Demon has to eat an artifact each turn, or it becomes grumpy and does 2 points of damage to its controller and taps. So, eating the Mox here. Another Triskelion coming down. Now flying over for 6 points of damage. Yeah, and the Triskelion shoots for 6. That's game. Winning with a Yawgmoth Demon backed up by Triskelions. So let's get ready for round number 2 here. It is a best of 3, and the Demon Engine deck is up 1-0. Let's see if Disco Trolls can equalize the score here a bit in this second round of the match. It is a good hand. There's an Ancestral Recall and a Mox on that hand, it seems. Or it's hard to see. Yeah, it is. Very good hand from Disco Trolls here. A Black Lotus as well. Wow. Okay, so, and he's on the play. Volcanic Island into an Ancestral Recall immediately. Disc, City of Brass, and a Fireball. And there's the Mox. I can probably play the Black Lotus as well, just for counter. Okay, no. Uses it immediately for a disc turn 1 here. Yeah, it is great because he knows the Demon Engine can't remove it, so it's just a fail safe at this point. Yeah. So now the Demon Engine is a bit stymied. I mean, how much will you deploy here? Tutor, okay. Likely tutoring for an Ancestral Recall of its own. Or a Mind Twist. One of those two. Could be actually a library as well. That could be pretty nice. Anyway, passing the turn back to Disco Trolls here. Puts in a City of Brass. Now Sinkholing the Underground Sea. Should take a point of damage, the Disco Troll. Okay, he does so here. There's only that single Mox. Ooh, and Mana Starvation here. That was a crucial play. I think he probably destroyed that Underground Sea because he knew that the Demon Engine would tutor for an Ancestral Recall, and now it can't be played. Not with that White Mox anyway, so completely Mana Starved. Probably banking on using that Ancestral Recall to draw in 2 additional lands. But yeah, the plan has been completely frustrated here. Going in for 3, yeah, I think, yeah. Attacking with the factory and then pumping it. Didn't the Demon Engine take a bit too much damage there? Only 3 points of damage, not 4. Okay, So, still mana starved, man. Okay, now attacking with 2 factories, I presume. Yep, coming over for 4. We need a land out of the Demon Engine here, or it will be a non-game. Okay, island coming out. So I suppose that Ancestor Recall can be played now. As it Mox as well, Sol Ring as well on that hand, but probably fears to play it because, yeah, if the Demon Engine plays that Sol Ring with the Mox, it would just mean that the Disc Control will activate the disc, and he would have no mana sources at all. So he waits until he can actually play something with the Sol Ring. Same thing with the Ancestral Recall, likely waiting for the end step of the other guy so that he can get another land drop down after the Ancestral Recall. Just hoping that the other guy doesn't have a counterspell. Now here comes the 2 factories as well. Down to 8 life. It should be 9 life, I think, still, but I'm not sure. Okay, tapping out here. Ooh, Chaos Orb. Yeah. At the end step, there's an Ancestor Recall. And then a draw step. I don't think there was a single land there, was there? Was an enemy dead? Oh man. So many cards in hand. Okay, there was a swamp though. As an enemy dead. So what's in the graveyard? Probably something has been... Yeah, he probably discarded some huge creatures. Yep, he did. Triskelion coming out here. Still not playing the Sol Ring. Probably waiting for that disc to be activated first. And then discarding a couple of cards here at his end step. Okay, at his end step, the disc the Chaos Orb gets activated by the Disco Trolls. Now, as a response, you have to use the Trisks here, or it'll be too late. But actually, I think in this situation it might be better not to use it, because if he Chaos Orbs one of the island or the swamp, it might be even more brutal. And if you shoot with all the counters from that Triskelion, he can just target something else. He doesn't have to target the Triskelion. Yeah, so he chooses not to use the counters. Let's see if it hits. And it does. So the Triskelion is gone, but at least the lands are still untouched. Otherwise, yeah, the Triskelion would have done 3 points of damage to the other player. He can't shoot the factories yet because they are not activated. And the Chaos Orb will just likely target the swamp or something like that. So the disc isn't activated yet. Still, you can still hold back with it. I think the play from the Demon Engine was to try and get that disc off the table. Now sinkholing, oh man. And strip mining and sinkholing, I think this is it. Going down to 4 life. Yeah, he needs, I don't know what he needs. A strip mine to begin with. Factory could do it as well. Can't even play the Sol Ring. If he does, oh, he does so here. What? Why? Ah, I get it now. It's because at the end step, there even was a fireball on the hand of the disc control, but at the end step you could just activate the disc, crack the other guy's Mox, and then he wouldn't be able to activate his factory during the attack of the next turn. So he will come in, the disc control player will come in for 4 points of damage. So that's why he just forfeited the game right there. Was a bit hard for me just to see through, but really that was it. There was no way out for Demon Engine from this position. So it's 1-1, but I feel like the second game was a bit unfortunate on the side of the Demon Engine, and very lucky start from Disc Control. So let's see if the third game is more equal here. This was a bit of a walkover for Disc Controls, it seems. So third and final round. A lot of Moxen on the side of Disc Controls again, and a Mace of Ith. Looks like a keeper. Okay, also a bunch of Moxen there. Mind Twisting for 2. And from the opening get-go, getting a land and a Mox. That's pretty nice to get in the opening. It might mana starve him. So very lucky start from Demon Engine here. Oh, he has sufficient mana here. Double blue as well. And a Mind Twist right back. Oh man. Yeah. Losing the Yawgmoth Demon is always a brutal kick, but I suppose we can get it back with an Animate Dead, right? Though we don't have a lot of artifacts to feed him with. Oh, we are still doing it though. No. Likely wouldn't dare to. Because if you can't feed him the artifacts, he'll tap and be worthless and just do damage each turn. So yeah, getting a Tetravus out instead. Though Yawgmoth Demon could be pretty damn awesome here. There we go. 3 counters. It can split out into 1/1 flyers. Oh, it's a Mace of Earth. Okay, good call. Good thing there wasn't a Yawgmoth Demon there. That would be horrible. Just sitting there eating the last Moxen from the Demon Engine. Okay, so yeah, Tetravus is splitting out here. No, choosing not to. It's a 3/4 creature at this point, so it can block the Sedge Troll instead. And it can't do that as 1/1 creatures. So I suppose going for the defensive strategy here. Otherwise, only 2 of those 1/1 critters would get in. Okay, here comes the troll. That smells like a lightning bolt. But it could be a bluff as well. I mean, it's a free attack because the Sedge Troll will just regenerate. So it is a bit of a question if you just let it in. I think, yeah, okay, letting it in here. Not risking a bolt on the Tetravus if he blocks. Or Fireball. Or Sonic Blast. Several cards could. No, I suppose a Sonic Blast would just take it out straight out. But a bolt or a Fireball would be enough to destroy it. So, okay. So, the decision has been made. Since we can't block with it, instead we're splitting it out and trying to do some damage right back. They have Summoning Sickness when they split out though, and remember that Tetravus is a 0/1 flyer because of the Animate Dead. Activating the factory here and coming over for 5. There's a double block on the factory it seems. And then the Tetravus just blocks the Sedge Troll. I'm surprised here he doesn't save his own library, his own factory with his mace. But I still suppose he wants to get rid of those flyers instead. So yeah, Disco Troll's on the offensive here. Defending factory coming down. And another Tetravus. And another troll here. Coming over for 3 again. And still mana up so he can bolt. This time choosing to block. Okay, it was a bluff then. He just regenerates the troll with the City of Brass. It was all a bluff. No lightning bolt. Cheeky bastard. Okay, there's a Yawgmoth Priest. He can sack an artifact creature to gain enough mana in the amount of mana in black mana as the artifact creature has cost to cast. Or actually, as the artifact has cost to cast. He can also sack just regular artifacts. Double troll action here, coming over for 6. He's relentless, that Disco Troll player. So I suppose sacrificing the counter, letting the other guy in. Oh, and a disc, that's a brutal combination right here. Tapping out though. Okay, we make a lot of small flyers here. Probably evacuating that Tetravus. I think we're gonna sack it now. Yep, sacking it. The main Tetravus for 6 black mana here. Drain life one of them. Yeah, he's tapped out so he can't regenerate. Getting rid of one of those trolls. Gaining 3 life in the process. Using the final black mana to get a Triskelion out and then shooting the final. That was a really good opening for the Demon Engine here. Shooting off both trolls here. Now that disc, well, it is his saving grace here. He can just, yeah, get rid of everything. But otherwise, those trolls would be brutal. They would just regenerate, and we'd see the combination of disc trolls in action. So a nice punch in from Demon Engine here, just getting rid of both of them. Another factory coming down. Now we can start to do some hurt. No, there's a defending factory. A lot of draw go here. Some Mox and another Triskelion. So this seems like a crucial play. Next turn, the Demon Engine can attack with the factories, and if he chooses to block with his factory, I can shoot his defending factory with a Triskelion and get in. So here we go, Disc Control activating the Chaos Orb on the Trisk, and he shoots him for 3. So he picks another target. I would have missed, but it hit those dice and just settled back. Getting rid of the factory. I think it would have missed, but it wouldn't matter anyway because we count misses as hits in kitchen table magic. Strip mine coming down here. Yeah, okay, stripping his factory. Or should you strip the mace? No, okay. Stripping the factory. Now activating the factory, and it gets bolted, and then the 1/1 Triskelion comes lumbering over, but it gets lost in that maze. There's another disc though. Workshop. Not worth much at this point. Yeah, looks like an enemy dead again. Yep. Looking could, yeah. Taking it to Triskelion, yeah. No matter what, there's always, even if he activates the disc, the Demon Engine has secured 3 points of damage by using that Trisk. Yeah, so it's just another way to like force the usage out of that disc, and then he just shoots for 3. Another disc though. Oh yeah, losing the Mox as well on the side of the Demon Engine. Mana Vault, not worth much. I think a gate to Phyrexia would be great in the Demon Engine. I just don't own any. Oh, Rook Egg here. Now we can actually just activate the disc, and the egg will crack, and a 4/4 flying rook would be birthed out of that egg. Hatch out of that egg, it's called. Doesn't choose to though. He should have done it before it was his turn. Ooh, that's a lot of creatures here coming out. And even if you put something down here, you can just use that disc and get a 4/4 flyer, and also get just regenerate the troll, get rid of the sushi. So he'll likely crack the disc here. No Sonic blasting the sushi, going down to 10 points of life. Really not wanting to use the disc yet. It does surprise me. I mean, he could have had a 4/4 rook at this point, but it plays it really safe, I suppose. Ooh, some ants coming down here. Now they can block that troll all day. Just pump themselves into a 3/4 or 4/4. Yeah, so he makes a regeneration shield on his troll now. Yeah, that's the final hurrah here. Cracking the disc. The ants dies, and a 4/4 rook is birthed. So we really see the combination of the disc control here. Beautiful stuff. Getting a 4/4 creature out of it, sinkholing the workshop, coming over for 7 points of damage here. Only 3 lanes left on the side of the Demon Engine. 4 lanes. He sacked the, destroyed the workshop, drain lifing him for 3. Ooh, but he forks it right back into the face of the Demon Engine here. Yeah. So that was the only way for the Demon Engine to get out of this pinch, gaining 3 life. But yeah, that fork just sealed the deal, because both will drain each other, and Disc Control wins because the next attack with the rook and the troll will get in. It's a beautiful combination play out of the Disc Control player here, and I see myself defeated on the Demon Engine. 2-1. So thank you for watching this particular set of games, and I'll see you in the next one.